Hey again. Well, I thought I'd try to make a second video or a better edited edition of first. I posted the blog thing earlier, and I tried, give it a bit of an edit. I just realised I didn't really say much about myself. I mean, it's hard to talk to yourself about it because you're just looking at the camera. And then as much as I like to think I'm engaging, I don't know if I am, but people say that I am they seem very communicative and stuff. That's the thing. I always like to communicate with people, but I never get to have really close brotherly friends and stuff. Well, one of the things is that I've always moved back and forth, and it's always been hard for me to get close to people, because when I was 12, I was abused by somebody who passed himself off as my friend. And what happened was, I'd gone to live from the United Kingdom to Italy, and I was 12 at the time, I was 12, yeah, and I'd just come from an English school, and I used to be bullied a lot there, and I didn't have any friends, so he said to me, "I'll be your friend now," until one day we were at his house, and the next thing I know, he's taking his pants off, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "If you want to be my friend, then you have to do certain things." And it's so weird, at the time, it didn't even cross my mind that it was something wrong. I was so desperate to have a friend that I'd go through that. It never went very far. It was just kind of hand jobs. Nothing more, but it makes you wonder. It makes me wonder, how emotionally shattered I was to even consider something as, well, I'm not saying it's disgusting, but, I realise now he's a fucking turd, in case he's watching. But, it really affected me, and of course it wouldn't have affected him, but, I just went on and on thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I've just I just feel so mad at myself for it having happened, because when it came out and it was a huge hoo-ha and I ended up moving again, and it was just so it was just so weird. Not weird. It just was, and it was just something that I wouldn't have wanted to happen, and in retrospect I wouldn't have let it happen, but I did, and I just keep reproaching myself for it now, I'd like to think that I've changed, but I don't know if, obviously I have. I'm probably wiser. I'm 19 now, so, but it's just that, why would, okay, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, but why are there people like that? Why are there good people? I like to think of myself as a good person, and then why are there bad people? Why do they exist? It's just, obviously the world isn't fair, but, I really wish it were. I just really wish I could open the curtains one day and say, this is a fair, just world. But it isn't, and that's what makes me really angry. There are good people out there who suffer for no reason at all. They just do, and because they're not strong enough to fight back. And how can you fight something when you're fighting yourself as well? And it's just, I don't know, it just pisses me off. It just pisses me off, Well, now you know a bit more about me, my background and where I've come from. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, so I won't go into it all now, but I've had my share of family knockdown dragouts, My mom's a hysterical bitch. I mean, I love her to pieces. I mean, she's a nice... I mean, she can be a really nice person, but she has these bouts of hysteria which are like, oh my god, they are hugely bad, and you don't want to be in her path when she gets pissed off. You just want to run away. Run for your life. Find cover in, like, an atomic bomb refuge. When she gets pissed off, she is that bad. Okay? I've got a violent stepdad. I had, up until very recently, an estranged father. I've got a half-brother who's an egocentric piece of shit, but I still love him to pieces. Well, that's it. Well, it's just, you know, I mean, I would just have to fend for myself a lot. And when I was little, my mum wouldn't cook, for example, and I had to learn how to cook. My grandmother taught me. If I know things about this world, it's because of her. And I'll always be grateful to her for all she's taught me. And she died last year, so on the 10th of July 2005, and I would just like to take this moment to remember her and to apologise to her that I wasn't there when she needed me most, and that I ran away from her. And I don't know why. I just did, and it hurts me that I have, and I really regret it, and I just want to apologise to you. Well, sorry I've got a cold, and this is my second update. I feel better a bit, but, well, there'll be a lot more.